Ecuador's leader, Rafael Correa, is celebrating having secured a third term as the country's president. Our colleagues from RT's Spanish channel spoke to the newly re-elected leader and, among other issues, asked him about his take on the future of the world's top whistleblower and Wikileaks editor Julian Assange, who remains holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy in London.
Sobre ya la situación en la práctica.
As for the practical implication of Julian Assange's situation, it is up to Europe to resolve it. The problem will be solved if the UK grants him a safe passage. There hasn't been any intention to disrupt the prosecution process, according to the Swedish justice system, in spite of the numerous misinformed allegations. If they send a prosecutor to Ecuador's embassy in Britain and record the interrogation on video, which they can do, it would untwist this knot. That is, if they really have to interrogate him. Julian Assange was never even officially presented with charges. If Assange's lawyer, Baltasar Garzon, is lucky at the European Court and achieves a safe passage for Assange, who's staying at the Ecuadorian embassy, the situation will be finally resolved. It is all now in Europe's hands. But there is a lot of arrogance involved here and neo-colonial sentiment too. They would like us to offer explanations as to why we granted him asylum. Why on earth? There's more. They even want us to backtrack on our decision, but we will never do this.
Well, activist and radio show host Solomon Comisión says it's Correa's opposition to the White House that could keep him in office for quite some time.
The sentiment on the ground with most Ecuadorians, as well as the growing sentiment throughout Latin America, is that those who continue to align themselves with the U.S. unconditionally are not going to find support from the people who eventually are the ones who are going to be casting their ballots during these elections. Correa has been outspoken against U.S. Neo-colonization, has been outspoken against the neoliberal agenda and U.S. imperialism for quite some time. Folks are done with this whole old model where we're going to continue to be, continuously in perpetuity dependent on U.S. and its corporate interests. Those days are done, hopefully.